Don't Move by Steve.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Game Sports Buzz, where fanatics and pro athletes get an opportunity and a chance to talk about sports and everything around it. As usual, I am Jay Stoggs. Of course, I am joined by my man, the myth, the legend, the reason why we even call this thing Big Game, the one, the only Big Game James. What up, dude?
Yo, what's going on, Stoggs? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Yo, in studio with us today is a very good brother that I know. We used to run a podcast by the name of 8020, who was right. Before James and I used to argue with each other, I used to argue with this dude right here. Definitely in the analytics, you know what I'm saying? He was that type of dude. Aunt Jay, appreciate you coming on, man. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Yo, James, thanks a lot. Jay, thank you. It's an honor, gentlemen. Let's get it in.
Yeah. See, I like that. See, all about that business, man. We about to get in this. Look, you know how this goes. We run this down. First segment, of course, 4 downs. This is where we look at what's going on in the sports world, and there's so much. Big Ron, yo, what up, boy? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you back. I'm glad that we back here at 6 p.m. Again, before we even really start this thing off, man, hey, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when Big Game Sports Buzz and everything that's surrounded around Big Game Sports Buzz channel is coming on. Cowboys Connection, Move the Chains, and there's good new shows coming up, so check it out. So, yo, on the first down, let's just go ahead and get into this thing. AFC Championship. Chiefs, man, come on. Chiefs, we not. You know what? Yeah. I know this had nothing to do with the Chiefs, but I was listening to the Chiefs podcast and said Chiefs might say, man, okay, look, let's just talk about the game for right now. Because as we know, the Chiefs messed up.
Yep.
And they didn't make it.
Nope.
And they made the Bengals look like a brand new Who Dey Nation. Big Games, I'm going to come to you first.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what did you see in that game that, first of all, impressed you, and second of all, you were like, what the hell?
All right, first and foremost, man, I saw a young Cincinnati Bengals team that was never worried or scared at all going into Arrowhead. And Reed and I had talked about it previously on Move the Chains, that the one thing that Cincinnati has in their favor is they're not afraid. Yeah. So not one time did they go into that game and look like they were afraid at all. Mm. But the most important thing to me is the adjustments.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor, he's shown throughout the entire playoffs, no matter what happens, they can make adjustments. Football is all about adjustments. And whatever coach can make those normally has a better outcome. And what got Kansas City behind the 8 ball, Jay, was they were ahead at halftime. So they figured they had the formula to win and the formula for success. Right. So they never had to adjust until they were back out on the field. And after that, it was too late. Then, we all going to talk about the biggest blunder of all, not taking the points before halftime.
Well, yeah. I mean, that if you have points, you take points. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the simple fact that it's so crazy to me how they played them, 5 weeks prior? And it's the exact same thing that happened then happens now, and you don't learn from your mistakes. And Jay, I'm gonna have to come to you, man, with this. But
I got you.
If you're seeing this game, how do you go from, okay, week 15, we know what it is, exact same score, same situation, and now you're in the same situation again, same thing happens.
No, so when I was watching, Mahomes is pressing. Mahomes was kind of had reverted back to who he was at the beginning of the year, and I almost call it Texas Tech Mahomes versus Kansas City Mahomes. Kansas City Mahomes played in the first half. Texas Tech Mahomes played in the second half. Like, old habits start to come in, rushing. When you're making plays with his legs in the first half, and then all of a sudden he's trying to make every throw. He doesn't necessarily take the check down anymore. Him taking that 4-yard check down and then letting those elite speedsters on this team take over. That was how Kansas City was scoring. And then obviously to see, that, like you say, you're right, things happen, and James talked about it, those halftime adjustments. Unfortunately, Andy Reid sometimes gets past happy, and I don't want to say too much freedom is given to Mahomes, but the problem with, us as fans seeing that, a lot of us are old school 90s defense. Take the points, play defense, ball control. That's how you win the game. So when we're seeing the turnovers, the interception, you know what I mean? It's almost like, and it's funny, I can hear my dad's voice in my head. If you let them hang around, they get confidence. And then all of a sudden, it's not just a 2-score game or a 1-score game. Now you fighting for your life. So especially with the league right now in such parity, points are at a premium. I know that's a cliche. It's a true one.
But do you think Kansas City got overconfident?
For sure.
Do you think I mean honestly.
Especially think about this. The last game that they played was against Buffalo. And it was the first time I had ever seen somebody out Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was that man. I hate to steal that phrase from Mark Jackson, but mama, there goes that man. Like, Josh Allen won that game twice over. And Kansas City's probably thinking, if we can score points that we need in 13 seconds, this game is going to be easy. It's just Cincinnati. Like, people think Cincinnati, they don't necessarily think Joe Burrow now. They think of the Bengals, right? They think of the last time they could, Boomer Esiason wasn't talking about it. He was playing.
Yeah.
So, when you got all that, and James being an NFL player, when you say, I'm about to play Cincinnati, that's a win.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
it was. Everything you said was up to par until the last part. And the reason I'm going to say that is you went in with the same attitude in week 15 as far as Kansas City Chiefs, correct? The same thing happened. So you had to know that this team has some kind of resilience about themselves. They're not scared of you because they came back and beat you earlier. So for you not to change your mindset as Patrick Mahomes or Bieniemy calling the plays or Andy Reid having the gonads to go forward do it third. Gumption's a better word than nads. You're right. But for all that to happen and for you not to change it to account for that, that's a problem from the top down. Yeah. To where that means to me you didn't learn your lesson and you thought because you squeaked by and got by Buffalo the week before, you could muster it up and do the same thing again.
So let me ask this question then. Is because I heard Keyshawn Johnson say this on his show.
Fat Key. I mean, what a Key.
He look like me. Hey, look.
Just enjoying his food.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, on the show with him and Jay Will and Max, he actually stated that the Chiefs will no longer go to the Super Bowl. It's over for them.
It is.
And so, Big Game, you think it is? What are you saying, Jay? Do you think it's over for KC now? They don't ever go back? Because remember, this is what Mahomes is into his second year of his contract, third year of a 10-year contract?
Yes.
No,
is it over?
I don't think it's necessarily over. I think that if you can score points, obviously, in 2020's NFL, you still there. I think the safety was out that game too. When he got hurt, I believe, Mathau. We call him Honey Badger.
Yeah, Matthew.
Yeah.
I don't think the window is closed. No, I just think that there are more teams that can score with them on a consistent basis. Like they're not necessarily Golden State Warriors of football anymore, but it doesn't mean that they can't reload and do it again. I do think when you have Hill and he doesn't have any signs of slowing down, or you got Kelsey, I think you got a chance. The only issue is just with Pat Mahomes, just take it back to the basics. You know what I mean? Check down. It's okay. Because that's the thing. Josh Allen is good with checking it down, and he lets his running back do all the work. So, do I think Kansas City's window is closed? I don't. I mean, all you got to do, and we'll talk about this later, but you'll hear me say this a lot. All you got to do is get in the tournament. After that, let's just follow their mate.
It sounds good, but Seattle thought the same thing. Seattle didn't think that window was going to close on them. This is short-lived. People figure you out in the NFL. The offense has a little bit of an advantage sometimes in certain situations. Once the defense figures you out, they catch up. Yeah. The defense has caught up to Kansas City. They're not surprising anybody anymore. Yeah. Buffalo resorted back to dumbness where most teams play not to get beat, play that soft zone, and you get your butt ate up down the field.
Yeah. I mean,
Kansas City should not. I mean, let's be real. They shouldn't even been in the game that they just blew.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even been in the game. They got in there. So that's why I said the window of opportunity is closing because you have Joe Burrow. You got your boy in LA, the Chargers, Herbert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not about Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now you talking about Aaron Rodgers might go to Denver what?
Yeah, I mean, and Ryan, look, KC is done for now. They will win again, but AFC, they got a lot of good QBs,
they got some young
teams. Mm-hmm. And look, can they pay everybody to stay? That's going to be the real question, man. This cap thing, and Josh, kind of pointed it out earlier in his comment about, hey, the money has to be right. And you looking at a lot of high-priced players at KC that you may not be able to keep. And then are you able to bring anybody else in? You know what I'm saying? So, that's real talk, man. Hey, we could say that for a minute, but let's go ahead because there was another game that was played, unfortunately. I
thought you said unfortunately. I hate the fact that Matthew Stafford is going to the Super Bowl.
Look, listen.
that man was Jake Plummer 2.0. He's doing 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Now, I'll say this. When I got to eat crow, I'm going to heat it up in the microwave because that's what I'm tasting.
And go get your fork. Go get your fork because you got to eat all of it. See, this knucklehead up here talking about
hold on, Ron, I don't know how you fix the defense. I don't know how you make it better, man. You just got to get better players and, I don't know, get rid of Spagnolia. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, you wanted to see a scrimmage. When we had to do predictions last week and talk about who we thought were going to win, you didn't want to pick a winner of that game.
I didn't.
Yet, I told you the way they finished the game against my Buccaneers, the way they played this year, Stafford has not turned the ball over. They've got the best defense.
Yes, he has.
Not when it counted, Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Let me stand corrected. When it mattered,
when it mattered.
Detroit Stafford hadn't been there. He peeked his head in a few games this year.
Man, yes.
And I'll say this too. Boy, you forget how good Odell is when they actually throw him the ball. You know what I mean? They are throwing him the ball, and all of a sudden, would you look at there? He's
learning that offense right now.
He has turned the ball over. He has. Look, I keep telling you,
you will never give him props. We know this, Jay.
Why?
You
Why?
Never will.
Why should anyone give him? What has he done?
He's got his team to the Super Bowl with that defense that they have. He still throws the ball to Kupp.
With the what?
He still throws the ball to Cooper Kupp. Someone has to throw it to him. Kupp's not throwing it to himself.
That's true. Hey, when you chuck and duck, I guess you can get them kind of yards, man.
100 catches, more than 1,000 yards. Kupp is doing his thing. And here's the thing, too.
And the number one receiver's out.
Robert Woods is out. Yes.
There you go.
So that's scary in itself.
Yes.
Now, look.
I'm not giving a
big
pop.
Game. Here's the thing. I'm a little bit like Jay when it comes to this. the fact that they didn't win more with Calvin Johnson in Detroit, that stings a little bit for me being as a fan. That's why I don't necessarily like Stafford, because he threw the ball.
You got Megatron.
Okay, can I say something to both of y'all, please?
What, big
but
game?
Here's the thing. If he wins, like I say, look, I got no problem eating crow. But obviously, when you're talking about elite Matt ain't coming up on your top 5.
No. Listen, no one said anything about this cat being top 5. Don't get it twisted with what I'm trying to say right now. And let's go to Detroit one time, like you said. Yes, he had one of the best receivers ever in the game at his disposal.
Yes.
But neither one of them are GMs. They never got other accompanying pieces to play the way they're supposed to. They thought you had your boy from Texas, the receiver that ended up being them near, I can't even remember his name because he was a big joke in Detroit. Anyway.
Williams.
Williams, yeah. I was going to say Roy Williams, yeah.
He didn't live up to the hype to help out. They didn't get the run. I mean, this is my thing. Stafford's not a GM. He didn't bring in the personnel. That's a coach's job. I love Rod Marinelli to death. He came in at 1-15 or 0-16, didn't win, couldn't get it done, couldn't figure out how to put the team together. Look. Matt Miller killed that squad. Point blank, period. Matthew Stafford now is playing well enough, and if he would have played the way he's playing now, he would have got the Cowboys to win against San Francisco over Dak Prescott.
What up? What's up, Hirsch? I see what's going on here, man. Because this is, oh my gosh.
Let's get to the game. Let's talk about the down. Let's move on, because you can sit here.
It's really simple and easy.
You can bash Matthew Stafford for an hour. Jimmy Garoppolo got to the point where he couldn't do it anymore. In the fourth quarter, he looked like the Jimmy Garoppolo that San Francisco wanted to trade in week 3.
Asa, thank you. I love you because you are so right. Had the best receiver, couldn't do jack. Stafford sucks. I'm sorry.
She lives in the past. She lives in the past. Again, she still thinks Cam Newton is a starting quarterback in the NFL. We're not even listening to what she's talking about right now.
I agree.
Just because you hate Matthew Stafford.
Here's the thing.
Whatever.
Here's the thing. You got point, you got counterpoint. Okay, the first point is Stafford isn't the best. I'll say it like that. That's point. Here's the counterpoint. Okay. Right? No. This is the counterpoint. Mm-hmm. Detroit's culture has been so ragged that Hall of Famers Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson quit in their 30s talking about I'm done.
Facts.
Both of them. And that's what you have to have a crappy culture
fan. Ouch.
When again Barry Sanders is yards away from the rushing title, he's like, I can't do this no more because I don't have a realistic chance to win.
Yes.
Megatron got his. I saw him in an interview. His finger was busted up.
Yes.
Messing everything.
That's our pro players.
Yeah,
James,
I mean,
back up on that.
But I'm just like,
I can bend these things and make them touch my.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's all jacked up.
No one is here for that.
But that's what I'm saying. This man is 30 years old, still the best receiver in the game. He's just like, you know what? I'm good.
I got you.
Hirsch, you really think that? You think the Detroit is cursed because of Sanders?
No, it's not because of Sanders.
I think it's just the culture. Look, okay, let's get to the game. Sucky 1 versus Sucky 2. They played each other. And
this blatant disrespect has to stop, Jay.
Bro.
Hey, I'll put it like, you're right. Sucky, okay, if you want to title it Sucky 1, Sucky 2, like I said, Jimmy Garoppolo did in the fourth quarter, he played the way he did when San Francisco was trying to shop him and get rid of him. But yet Trey Lance had the setback, getting hurt, couldn't really maintain. They had to go with Jimmy G. He looked good for 3 quarters. And then all of a sudden, he turned into who Mina Kimes said he was.
Trash.
And, hey, it's all good. Rams won the game, and they're the team that should have won that game. I don't think you can argue that. With that defense they have, at all 3 levels, except for the secondary is suspect, besides Jalen Ramsey. They haven't been exploited yet at all.
Because of that front 7.
But it's going to happen against Cincinnati, I believe. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But the team not supposed to win the game. San Francisco, they had a rabbit's foot in their pocket. They lost it on the way to SoFi. Let's go. We're ready for the Super Bowl. We got the Bengals and we got the Rams.
You know, Ron, it's stuff like this that makes people not like you. I just want you to know that, okay? Why are we talking about Dak, man? Why are we talking about Dak? Jimmy G does suck, but, you know, hey, there it is.
He beat Dak Prescott is why Ron made that comment.
Jimmy G did not.
Don't breathe that hard.
Jimmy G did not. Kellen Moore beat the Cowboys.
Fan. It still stays.
Okay. Kellen Moore beat that. That's what it is.
I just remember that draw. Like, what are you doing? It still stings. But that's for me. That's Mike McCarthy, man. Thank you. I know y'all probably said this in the past, but what exactly does he do?
You know what? We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're
Check us out on Cowboys Connection.
Cowboys gets no more talk on this show tonight.
Listen,
they're out of the playoffs. People still talking about them. Like American ghetto, American gutter, whatever. White America, it ain't my America. Damn it.
Ron is clowning tonight. Whatever you got in your cup, Ron, keep it going. Look, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to go ahead and switch gears. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we start in. Because, look, when we get into this, you know how we do. Like the show, buy us a coffee, help us grow. www.buymeacoffee.com/BigGameJames. Yo, this is how we can make the content even better. I promise you, we're looking at doing big things, and we have to have your support. We love it. We appreciate it. But, yo, www.buymeacoffee.com/BigGameJames. Look, let's get to third down. We're going to switch it up a little bit because here's some things that's going on, man, that's kind of making me I don't know. Here we go. So the All-Star starters were announced. He's laughing. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know why you're laughing.
I know, man. Go ahead, dog.
I don't even know why you're laughing. Anyway.
Love it.
So the starters were announced.
Man laughing. His name is Andrew Wiggins.
Look, and the rest of the squad is being announced. As a matter of fact,
everybody
at 6 o'clock.
Laughing.
Okay, and I'm just gonna put this out here. This wasn't even on the rundown. I have to say this. Look, Chuck, Ernie, I need you back, bro. I need you back. I don't care about Kenny Smith, but I need you back on TNT on NBA. NBA on TNT. Like, I need you back. It's horrible. It's bad. I don't know who that dude is. I don't care.
You don't like Candace Parker and D Wade up there?
I love Candace Parker playing. D Wade should sit somewhere doing something else, but not there. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It is rough. The dude in the middle, I don't even know.
Who is this guy?
It's kind of monotone, man. He's been
Ernie,
there with TNT.
come back. Chuck, I need you back.
Everybody needs a vacation, Jay.
Look, I tell you what, man. The show on ESPN with my guy Perk, man, Perk, I'd love to have you on, bro. You Beaumont's own. Come on back to Texas, bro. Love to have you on. All right, check this out.
What Kendrick Perkins be eating, dog, because
I don't care. I know you can't talk about nobody eating, man. Anyway, look.
I want to go eat with him.
Facts. You know it's got a good barbecue. Look.
All-Stars. Got to be them two. Can it be all of us?
Oh, y'all can come too.
You just came over here. Don't start.
I'm just saying. Look,
right,
I can eat a double cheeseburger with the best of it.
Hey, Jay, I cut you off twice. You're trying to make your point. You're trying to get down.
I'm trying to get there.
I apologize with my most sincerity. But I know where you about to go. Please, hey, let's get to that point so we can talk about it, because I put the crying Luka on the thumbnail of the show.
Yeah, you did. And here's the thing, folks. Okay. First of all, it's Team LeBron and Team Durant, like the two oldest, brokest dudes in the league right now. Like,
he means physically broke, not monetarily broke, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Facts. Those are facts.
Not monetarily broke.
No, okay. That's facts.
Continue.
Broke body. Okay, broke body. All right. But they named their starters based on the voting, which I think we all can agree is trash, like Jimmy G. All right. But here's what you got for your starters, right? Yeah, I did it. Eastern Conference, you got Kevin Durant, who can't play because he broke body. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, and DeMar DeRozan. And I'm going to tell you what. Out of that, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm actually cool with that. That makes sense. Out of the West, and there's one that I could probably say, but out of the West, LeBron, the broke up body James playing for the, whatever Ron called the Fakers. You got him, who's broke body, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, Stephen Curry, Ja Morant, and Andrew Wiggins. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, wait a minute. Jay Stars, something ain't right here. Who the heck Andrew Wiggins, DeMar DeRozan? What's going on here? That's right, folks.
We talked about it, Jay. Chicago's been playing good ball. DeRozan's one of the reasons they're playing well.
I agree.
He's been all-star material before. Don't act like this is new for him. Andrew Wiggins, on the other hand, we know the argument is there. Now, like I said in our conversation the other day,
yes,
and you know my feelings. You don't ever have to agree with me. My opinion is my opinion, and I'm always going to express that opinion. Okay? So, Andrew Wiggins, I believe, because of how he came into the league and how he got drafted with such high expectations, that because he's having a decent season, was rewarded by being named to the All-Star game. Now, being named a starter, that's something totally different. But I believe let me stop you right there.
What year was he drafted? Number 1 overall? What year was that?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't remember? You know why? Because it was that long ago. Okay, in basketball time.
I want to say 2015. We can look that up on Google.
That's fine, but you know what? 2 years ago. I mean,
somebody in the chat, look that up.
This is what this is, man. So, and yes, Aisha, I do think Luka should be there. Okay, because here's what it is, right? When you watch
14.
14.
Okay, no, 2014. I apologize.
Okay, I got you. Cool.
Here's the deal. When you watch the All-Star game, when you go to I've been privileged enough to go to an All-Star game before. Mm-hmm. You know what I want to go see? Superstars. I don't want to see role players. I don't want to see the guy, the 6th man of the year, playing as a starter. I want to see superstars. You know who Luka is? Luka's a superstar.
Hey, Jay, ask the Lakers how it works having all superstars. You need guys like Wiggins on your team.
Hold on.
Guys like that can make it to the All-Star game.
Back that up.
Deservingly so.
Back that up. When were those guys All-Stars?
Hey, we are talking about the Jurassic period.
No.
I understand that.
I'm just saying.
It happens from time to time.
I'm just saying.
So you're saying there's never been no role players ever to get to an All-Star game?
To start? No. To start? No. I don't want to see a role player.
But
I don't want to see Iguodala as a starter. Okay? I don't want to see that.
And a starter. Now,
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Patty Mills. I don't want to see Van Fleet as a starter. Okay? I don't want to see that.
Hard.
Yeah, as a role player. As a role player. Look, man, it's just like this, bro. And you know, as far as I'm concerned,
LaMelo Ball even make it?
No.
Now I have a problem with that.
He didn't make it as a starter. Now, I don't know. Like I said, they're announcing it at 6. And so he'll probably make the team, hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
LaMelo's balling this year, yo.
Okay, but
he should be an all-star.
He should be, but it's the fans. The fans have messed this up.
The Rising Stars Challenge. You know, the sophomore versus the rookies. He's already playing there.
Fat Luka did that a couple years ago.
Stop it. He was not Fat Luka then. And I keep telling you.
He was just Luka.
I'm keep telling you, it's just like Luka is like Luther, okay? Which one do you want?
Jay, why does it warrant that Luka Doncic deserves to be a starter right now?
Who else in the West would you put there at the 3? Who else?
It's an all-star game. Put Devin Booker there.
There it is, right there. Took the word right out my mouth.
He's
Why
a
not
2.
They all play out away from
it don't matter. Right?
He's a 2.
They play a game full of guards now.
2021. It's 2022.
Why are we
it's
yelling?
Positionless basketball. If you say that Luka is a small forward, then I can say Devin Booker's a small forward. Who cares? Just put the best 5 out there, and they ain't gonna do nothing but throw lobs and shoot threes all day.
So who does Booker replace then? Who does Booker replace?
Come on, man. We already know what you're going to say. Oh, y'all want Wiggins off the starting lineup.
Yes,
Wiggins
of course. No, he didn't.
Well, why did they vote him in?
18-4-2. That's Wiggins' stat line. 18-4-2.
Okay, you can score 18 when you got Steph averaging 25 to 30 points. Luka has to score. He has no someone he can.
You know who scores? You know who scores 25 points on his team? Luka. Luka is like damn near 25-99.
Who else can score for Dallas, Jay? Besides Luka? Don't say Hardaway Jr.
Sometimes Porzingis.
So, man, we don't even know when the unicorn gonna play, dog. Come on, man. He about as bad as Anthony Davis.
Sometimes Brunson. Sometimes Brunson. Sometimes Brunson.
Exactly. Brunson is less of the Wiggins for. Never mind. I'm gonna make your point. I'm gonna shut up.
Look, we all know what this is, man.
You're going strictly numbers on your feelings, and you're getting.
It's not even that.
You're letting your homer, but you are letting your homer creep in because you want to see.
No, man. Look,
Luka was blessed when he came in the league because his pigmentation is a lot lighter than most of the pigmentation on the court.
Don't do that.
No, you know it's the truth.
No,
they already wanted to crown the pale guy going into his career. Now, Luka is a great player. But
yo, shout out MCXP Radio. Thanks for joining us, man.
Not what he man, come on, whatever. Wiggins got to get over it, Luka.
Wiggins shouldn't even got it.
Okay. All right, you're right.
Well, okay. How about this? Again, happy medium. Wiggins should have made the All-Star team, but just not as a starter.
I don't even think he should have made it.
I can agree.
When you look at All-Star teams, if Ginobili can make an All-Star team, if Dan Marley can make an All-Star team,
Thunder Dan, you're not putting Thunder Dan in?
All-Star team, but just not start.
He's not a starter. If you're putting Wiggins in, that means that again, Booker. You're not putting Booker in. You're not putting. I mean, who else you're not putting in? It's a lot of cats that you're not putting in the West. And nobody from LA. We already know that. Oh, Westbrook. Who?
Chris Paul should be starting.
I agree.
Hey,
but it's an all-star game. And again, there's not really nothing for it. So just start 3 guards and be done with it. It's not
Jay.
like Durant can't catch an oop.
I'm gonna let Ant finish. Ant's on a rant. I'm gonna let him finish.
That's
all good, dog. Jay, how do you fix the voting then? How do you fix the voting to make it where you feel better about the selection?
I'm gonna tell you. Me and Jay talked about this pre-show. You go back to the traditional way of voting: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. No more of this front court, back court nonsense.
Do you take the fans out of it? And do you take the players out of being captains now? Do you go back to the traditional East-West?
Yes. Well, here's my thing.
TV's not going to allow that.
They're going to go back anyway because of free agency and signing players for big deals. Like, there is no such thing as team loyalty anymore. Like, you're just a hired gun. Like Dirk and Reggie Miller and those kind of players, that's over with. You know, it's just literally, I'm trying to feed my family. Latrell Sprewell quote right there. So you're going to, and except for Dennis Schroeder, everybody else is going to get the bag.
And on that note, let's move on to fourth down. Get to the rest of the show. Man, we'll revisit this, especially now that all this stuff is coming out, man, with the rest of the squad, so we can figure out who is what.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right. We definitely gonna hit this up next Tuesday on a brand new show called the Chop Shop.
Oh yeah,
sports fans get together and chop it up. So y'all make sure y'all check that out on ASAP Plus, YouTube, Facebook, everything else. Big Game, Jay Stoggs, A. Reed, and we'll have a couple more guests on there chopping it up.
Man, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be great. More of us. Look, fourth down, college hoops. Who looks to take over, and is it too early to start looking at the tourney right now? I mean, we're getting into February. March Madness will be here March 15th. Yeah. We're starting to see some people slip. Baylor, lost to you know what I'm saying? You got the Zags. You got Auburn that's sitting up top.
Hey, don't trip. UCLA is balling right now too, man.
UCLA is. So, I mean,
it's going to be interesting to see, but to me, it's too early, man.
It's too early? It's too early. But, I mean, Duke is now – top 10, we starting to look at that. Say, hey,
number 9.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Duke is
Duke's going to make a run, man. Yes. And this is Krzyzewski's farewell. It's going to be storybook. They going to probably put their Cinderella shoes on and do the Cupid shuffle up there in that reception, dog.
Let me see. Let me put my hater hat on. I hope they lose miserably.
Me too. But hey, what you hope and I hope is totally different than that story. But
That's true.
That's probably going to happen for the Duke.
That's true,
brother.
That's true. I hope they lose miserably. I hope Duke lose in the fiery dumpster.
Say it with your chest, then.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I think I am, but too early. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll definitely have you know what I'm saying. Well, hopefully we get Janae come back on. She could talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Especially
hey
with
Jay,
the
I got an
game.
idea, and I know
What's
she's
up?
on here watching right now.
Yeah.
My wife was a very dominant college basketball player. When it comes time to March Madness, we're going to invite
Do it.
Big Eye, not Ice,
Big
but
Eye.
Big Eye.
Big
to the
Eye.
show. We want to invite Big Eye to the show.
Come on, Big Eye.
And let her talk a little basketball with us. And even
That's
her and Janae on at the same time.
That's going to be good.
For the game, man.
That'd be awesome. As long as she's not talking about the lame show.
Well, we're going to talk college. That way we can talk about the women's
cool.
NCAA tournament, the men's tournament, run it down, see what they got, and do our thing, man.
Yeah. Baylor is tough out.
Man,
Kentucky. Yo,
man,
that's going to be
Baylor's
good, though.
So athletic, man.
Man, I know. And you want to talk about, everybody playing every position. That's Baylor. But, hey, looking forward to that.
Gentlemen,
y'all,
let me get a shout out real quick.
Yeah.
Since we talking about the college and we moving on.
Yeah.
UNT 15-4, 6th in defensive points per game. That's my alma mater, Conference USA first place. Just wanted to hook that up.
Hey, man, until they win their tournament and get in the dance, don't ever
Bro,
bring North Texas up.
Last year they beat Purdue.
Exactly.
Last year they beat Purdue in the tournament.
Let them get there first, and then we will talk about that.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm putting it down. You can go ahead and mark it down. We in this year's tournament.
Yo, let's go ahead and let's hit up that next segment. Of course, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when Big Sports Buzz will be on.
You're leaving the game out of it when you say Big Sports Buzz.
Big Game Sports Buzz.
Hey,
and
I'm giving you a hard time because big shout out to the University of North Texas. One of my friends' daughter
MCXP Radio
just committed to go play for North Texas. Bree Davis, she's one of the top-rated players in the country. She's an amazing guard.
Awesome.
She's going to do awesome things, and she's following her father's footsteps, who Chris Davis played also at University of North Texas. So I'm just giving you a hard time. Much love for the Mean Green.
No,
it's
all
evil
good.
when they go off of a color. It's okay.
No, first off, we have changed.
No.
We Mean Green now. Now, even though we still have the Eagle as our mascot, officially we're the Mean Green. That's number one.
That's awesome.
Number two, it's cool that you hate right now on Give Me a Hard Time. I'm just imagining you with a Purdue hat on.
You're talking
and I'm good. Now, I don't want you to put a Villanova hat on because that was too much.
This
but
dude right
you
here.
can go ahead. I don't mind that at all.
And I'm about to take you out of the studio in a minute now. Come on now.
I'm talking too much. Yo, we got up to the next segment. Oh, man. The one that we all love to do. Yeah, you got it. Hey, this is where we see something that goes on, and it makes us say, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right, folks. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on in sports, and yes, there's so many things to choose from. But this is some of the things that we saw around sports that made us say, oh, hell no. Big game.
What up?
Man, start us off.
All right, Jay. And, there's so much going on, like you just said. There was a lot that I wanted to talk about, but I knew I couldn't talk about everything that's going on. So I found a couple things that I just had to touch on. So Big Game James has a twofer, oh, hell no, this week. First and foremost, Jim Harbaugh. He announces that he's going to the Minnesota Vikings for a job interview. He talks to his athletic director about who should be his replacement at Michigan. He goes into the interview thinking it was a slam dunk. They actually made him sit down, interview for 8 hours, answer questions, and they told him, well, we'll let you know what we think. We have a couple other candidates we want to interview. So Jim Harbaugh went on a job interview thinking that it was a slam dunk, just to realize that he hadn't already been given a job like he implied to everyone else at the University of Michigan. By the time the interview was over, he called the university and said, hey, I'm staying in Michigan. Jim Harbaugh, don't act like you got the job till you know you got the job. Oh, hell no. My second one, real quick. Of all the things the Washington football team could have done and all the names they could have picked, they pick Commanders.
I love it.
Really.
I love it.
It's so basic. It's so cartoonish that you not in command of nothing. You ain't won in the NFC East in forever. The Commanders, oh hell no.
Dude, when the Cowboys play them, you know it's going to be the Commies versus the Cowboys, right?
Wow.
That's
it just does not roll
I
off
love
the
it.
tongue. Cowboys, Redskins, natural rivalry.
Yeah.
Cowboys,
Cowboys, or Cowboys versus the Generals. Something,
Bro.
the Red Tails, something.
Man, it's so good. Like I don't know what to be sad for the fans or happy because of the dreariness that you will continue to have as the commies. Like that's the best. And then them uniforms. I love. It's so great.
The black was kind of fire though, but
except for that W on the helmet. Yeah,
they didn't need the small W in the front. I concur. I concur with that. Yeah, you're right,
dude. I love it. Hey, look, for my old hell no, man. It was kind of a toss up, and I could have done a twofer, but I'm just gonna go with one. We already kind of talked about it. Andy Reid, dude, what is you doing? Take the points. I mean, did we not see this in Seattle? When you know what it is, if you're 1 half yard out, run the ball. If you can kick the ball and get 3 points, go ahead. Get the points. Andy Reid, I don't know, man. Maybe it's time, bro. Maybe it's time. Oh, hell no, right there.
Got you.
Oh, yeah. Yo, AJ, you got anything this week, man?
For the hell no.
Yeah.
I guess mine would just be, it's not necessarily hell no, but just, dang, Brian Flores, man. Hell no.
Yeah.
Just like, he did good things in Miami.
Yeah.
And for him to put himself kind of in this situation,
yeah,
it's just a hell no, because I want to see him coach again in the NFL. Now, I was talking to my wife last night. If I'm HBCU and if the NFL don't want him, somebody needs to scoop him up, and all of a sudden that brand gets more highlights. Eddie George, Deion Sanders, and then potentially Brian Flores off of this. Now, again, that's literally the worst case scenario or something like that. Again, we want him in the league, but my thing is one person's trash is another's treasure. I know that's been said before, but scoop him up. Somebody scoop him up.
Yeah.
Just
and you know what?
Situation is a hell no.
And that kind of leads us into our next segment of Time's Up. Excuse me. So we saw retirements. You know, that happens every year. But this year, we saw some of the greatest. And you know, we can talk, bad or trash, whatever, but we actually saw some of the greatest that have played and played for a long time. We'll start with Ben Roethlisberger. That's funny. Yeah, okay.
It is. I hate it too. Jay, I hate it too. I'm a fellow Cowboys fan.
Good.
I hate it too.
It's all good.
So, hey, this Time's Up segment. I'm so sorry I put that. I'm not even supposed to be in the chat. My bad.
You're not.
You're
not.
So, Ben, Time's Up. We talked about Ben Roethlisberger early in the year.
Yeah.
It was time.
Yeah.
He got a chance to end it. He made it to the playoffs, got a little send-off. He's going to have a great career doing something. Just don't let him alone in the bar with a young girl.
Facts. Those are facts. Those are facts right there.
Still don't know how he didn't get in trouble like that.
You know how.
Remember,
you know how. Fort Worth.
Deshaun Watson got a massage with a happy
Don't
ending.
do it.
He out the league.
He had several massages. Several.
Hey, so did Robert Kraft, and he's still okay.
We already know what that is. Don't do that, big game. Hey, I think one of the greatest that has ever done it, Tom Brady, retired. Finally announced it. And I'm going to tell you what. excuse me. I'm not getting sentimental here, but I'm gonna
get
tell
my
you who
hat
is the happiest
to the
person. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna tell you who the happiest person is right now about that, and that's Adam Schefter. Because if he had came out and said, you know what, nah, I'm gonna play for another year, his tail would be grass, bro. He is the happiest man right now. It's like, I got it right. I got my sources are still good. But yeah, 22 years. I mean, 10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 championships,
15
greatest of all
Pro
time.
Bowls.
How many?
15 Pro Bowl selections.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Man, it's all good. It's one of those things where you said he looked old. To me, he didn't look old. Aaron Donald was just chasing him a lot.
That boy looked old.
He still could have played one more year, but at the same time, and this is what I tell people, and I had this conversation with several people, the fan in you will be greedy to want him to come back, but the player in me is going to say, I'm glad he got a chance to go out the way he wanted to go out, and tip my hat off to him and what he did for the game. So, and if y'all want to hear more about my thoughts on Tom Brady, check out Games Extra Point on our YouTube channel.
There you go. Yeah, I think so. Best football player ever. I don't know about football player, but I definitely put him as a quarterback because he ain't tackle nobody. So,
but because of today's game, Jay, you know how people are going to associate.
I don't care.
The quarterback. You don't have to care, but it's right. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
Still think Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback. He went home in the first round.
I don't think I've ever said that.
All right, I'm gonna go back and watch the tape. I'm in my brain. You said it, even if you didn't. I heard it.
How does it always come back to that? Like you talking more about Cowboys than I do. Look, all I'm saying
I know
is
you like the Cowboys. And
I do like the
with it
Cowboys.
sometimes. That's all that is, dog. I apologize, but needless to say, the quarterback now is the face of the franchise. People who don't know football know Tom Brady. People who don't know football know Aaron Rodgers. So for him to be in the league 22 years and do what he did, he's automatically going to get slapped. Hey, man, he's the best to ever do it. He's the best football player ever. Because a lot of those people, Ron knows football. I'm not saying Ron's that person, but a lot of people that don't know anything about football know about Tom Brady. So that association and that word from everyone, most people who glance at the game is always going to come out like that.
I mean, sure, yes. You know, he's one of the best that's ever done it.
Yes.
And no one can take that away from him. He's directly responsible for his 7 championships in some form or fashion.
Oh, he had 8.
7.
There would have been 8 if they would have got there this year and won it.
All right, I got you. I appreciate that.
And if he didn't
7
face
out of
Eli,
22, that's about 33% of the time he's winning championships.
Yeah. And in baseball, that'll make you about $50 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, you know.
And you go back 330 in baseball,
Really?
you're killing it.
And you know what, Ron, you bring up a good question. Jordan or Brady? Who's the greatest? Or can we even do that?
I think that's hard, man.
Yeah, you gonna put Tiger in there?
They're both goats in their own right.
Right.
And like I said on like I keep going back to my extra point because I did a damn good job on it. But anyway,
you did. It was great.
I feel like it's too hard to associate one person as a sports GOAT because of all the different sports and what they do. Because now Serena Williams is still playing, but you may call her a GOAT, right?
She is.
Tom Brady, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, Dale Earnhardt, or Dale Jr., one of them people in the race car.
Earnhardt, not Junior. Junior couldn't win.
Okay. And then some people are going to say, you are right. So there's different facets of GOAT to me. But they're right there together, man, neck and neck.
Candace.
Parker.
Yeah, I was about to say, but what about Sue Bird, though? Or even Cheryl Cooper? Like, Coop is that's my one. Coop is the one for me.
What about Rebecca Lobo?
Why you do that?
That was a joke.
Rebecca Lobo. The only thing she wins is a big chin contest. All right, look.
Her knee award.
Ooh.
Hey, she was still a champion.
Yeah.
At least for one season, she was a champion.
So is Trent Dilfer.
Don't do that.
Yo, you know what? Let's move on from this. Time's up. I know we want to talk about Flores. Look, there's a lot that's going to come out. We kind of get short on time. There's a lot coming out, and we still have some more segments we want to get to. Flores is going to be a good one. We'll definitely talk about that on Chop Shop on Tuesday. Check us out on that. 6 p.m. Tuesday.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
Yeah,
on Tuesday.
6 p.m. on Tuesday. Chop Shop. We definitely going to get deep in that. But let's go ahead and let's get into that NBA pretender contender. Look here. We picked out some teams, and here's the deal. Are they a pretender or contender to win the championship? All this playing to a tournament, we just playing to get in the playoffs. Why do you even do that? Just tank, right? Like the Dolphins. Just tank. That way you can get a better chance at a ping pong ball, even though that's usually how it works. That's not how it works. So we're going to name off some teams. Let's do rapid fire. Celtics, pretender, contender.
Contender.
Pretender.
I'm with you on that. I think the Celtics are a pretender, man. I just think it's.
Did I say contender?
You did.
I think I meant pretender. It's all good.
Well, that's what you said, though.
I mean, you listened to me and changed your vote. I got you. I would have done the same
wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome Ant for his first and last visit ever on Big Game. Hey, that was a good one.
Wow.
Hey, honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm looking at the list and I was like, I said, contender.
Yeah, they're pretenders,
But
man.
I was looking down. It's all good. Let's go.
It's over, man. It's over for them. Your Atlanta Hawks.
Pretender
Really?
right now.
Pretender.
They've fallen behind. It's gonna be hard to battle in the East this year, man. Like I said, they're not surprising anybody, Jay. And I don't see the effort in this team that I saw last year. So that's why I had to say.
Wow. Do you think the fact that, like you said, everyone has seen what they have now, and people are ready to, okay, this is how we can beat them, and there's a book on them now, especially on Trey and the rest of the team, and really it's kind of the rest of the team.
It needs another
tired.
I'm looking at it like,
yeah.
What? I don't know.
But that's the thing. Last year was John Collins. This year, that's not it. Last year, it was Clint Capella. This year, that's not it. So if you're not going to – and, again, the Mavericks have the same issue. You need other people to score, and he needs to be on a consistent basis. If a guy scores 10 points, he needs to score 10 points every game. If a guy scores 20 points, he needs to score 20 a game.
Yeah.
So that's why the Hawks are a pretender, just because the only consistent thing about that team right now is Trae Young. You don't know what you're going to get from Herter. You don't know what you're going to get from Collins, Capella, or anybody else.
Facts.
Those are facts, man. Those are facts.
Put the 100 emoji up on that one, dog. I like it.
100. You know, when we get them, we'll do.
Hey, you didn't have to bring that up. You didn't have to put that up. You didn't have to put that up. Hey, they're just as good as the Lake Show right now. The Lame Show.
Hey, let's keep it happy home. Chicago Bulls.
Hey, contender.
I think so too, especially in the East. They can make it. Look, I think they got to get healthy. They got to stay healthy. But if they can do that, I think what you're seeing out of them, you definitely can, because they have they have veteran guys that can play. And I think that's the difference between them and like the Hawks and those type of cats, is that these aren't young dudes. You know what I'm saying? So
Vucevic is an all-star. Vucevic is an all-star from Orlando. Now, again, we know Orlando was mediocre at best with those years with Vucevic, Gordon, but now he's the third best player on that team. And we're talking about an all-star who scores 17 to 18 points a game as your third best player. You're going to make some waves.
Oh, yeah. Like I said,
all-star that averages 18, there's no controversy.
All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about Charlotte. Let's shut up. Charlotte, pretender, contender.
Contender to make the playoffs.
That's what,
and that would be for Charlotte fans. This is a fantastic season.
But that's a win for Charlotte fans.
Yes,
for them to get the playoffs, that's a win.
To be in the playoffs for that team. Yes. So they are a contender. No longer do they have to fight for the 10th spot.
It scared me almost because he
laughed really hard. Yeah, he laughed really hard. Look, so Charlotte is a pretender, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that they're a contender for the playoffs. Again, There are levels to this. You cannot compare them.
Man, we
to
almost
the
had to, we're going to limit you to yes no answers. God damn it. Let's go.
Hey, those Dallas Mavericks.
All
pretender,
right,
contender.
Pretender.
Until I can figure out this Porzingis thing.
Luka needs a little bit more help, man. That's why I say that. He carries all the load, and he's carrying too much of it on his ankles right now, and he's staying a little beat up. So I say pretender.
Yeah, I think they're a pretender as well.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's what it is. The Clips.
The Fake Show 2.0.
Contender when healthy.
So they're pretenders.
Pretender then, because they don't stay healthy.
And there it is.
And Paul George cannot do it by himself.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the last one, Timberwolves.
Huh?
Look, they're close. They're in there. If the league
I like young
today,
Anthony Edwards. I feel you. I like him. I like Carl Towns. I just don't believe it though, man. I say pretender.
Contender.
You think they're a contender?
Because they got a big three. Now their big three ain't everybody's big three, but they have enough from these three guys to make it into the playoffs. Contender.
Oh,
you got
okay.
D.
So
Russell,
this is...
you got Cat, and you got Edwards.
So, do you think D'Angelo Russell is enough though for this team?
It's not about those big three. I'm good with them. It's about
and Cat. Look, Cat, he fades away when the spotlight is on him.
Well, maybe maturity is a good thing. I think that they'll be.
Well, we can always hope. We can always.
There's always hope.
Hey,
We're both.
I believe the children are.
Yo, let's go ahead and let's wrap this up.
They'll be fine.
Okay, thank you. Yo, make sure that you like, subscribe,
what was that
and
earlier?
hit the bell. No. Thank you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the madness that is Big Game Sports Buzz is on. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other platforms where you can.
And now also Roku and Tiki Live.
Part
of the ASAP Network.
ASAP Network. Thank you so much. Channel 598. 598. So if you're looking for us on Roku, that's where we are. That's where we're living. Yeah. So without further ado, folks, it's time for our top 5 list. Some people, they have a top 100, a top 50, a top 25, or even a top 10. But here at Big Game Sports Buzz, it's who's in, who's out on your top 5 list. This week's top 5 list, NFL players, the best NFL players to never have won a Super Bowl. Top 5 players who have never won a Super Bowl. This is tough because there's a lot of them out there.
A whole lot of them.
There's a whole lot. We could have done teams, but that's too easy. It's too easy. We want to make it hard.
Hey, we're going to let our guests go first, Jay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tell you I got something to my answers, too. It's all good.
Oh, of course you do.
I know. Yeah,
I appreciate that. Big Game. I appreciate that, Jay.
You're welcome. But give us the short version.
No, it's all good. I'm just listening. Okay.
No, it's your turn.
Munoz,
it's your turn to go. Okay.
No, it's all good. Anthony Munoz.
Nice.
Randy Moss, Thurman Thomas, Fran Tarkenton, Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good list. And I tip my hat to you on that. I do. I like that.
He went deep in the crates on that one.
He did go deep in the crates. He's been thinking about that for a while and wanted to get it off the chest. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I went back and with everything that's going on and we talking about these unfair hiring practices, I decided that you had to be my skin color to make my top 5 never win the Super Bowl list. So in this one, I have an order, Jay. I'm back to my order. Number 5, Warren Moon. Played forever, had to go over in Canada to establish himself, came over, did big things in the NFL. If he would have been able to play his entire career in the NFL, he may have gotten a championship. He didn't. Warren Moon. Number 4, Chris Carter. One of the best receivers to ever do it. Never got a ring. Tony Gonzalez. Number 2, Steve Air McNair. Short-lived career, made it. got beat by the Rams on a short one. Whatever. My number one, best running back that ever played a game, Barry Sanders.
That's it. Good list.
That's a great list. I can't pronounce your name. I'm still working on my Arabic, but yo, we will have a show about actual football, or as we call it here in the Americas, soccer. Yeah,
that's gonna be all Jay Stoggs because all I know is Pele and Freddie.
Pele?
Yeah, Pele and Freddie Adu.
Yo,
I'm gonna need you to do better.
Messi.
I'm gonna need you to do better. So for my top 5, hey man, I gotta put Dan Marino on there. That's okay. There we go. I gotta do it. I agree with you. Barry Sanders, he's on my list as well. It's sad, but very true. I agree with you also. Warren Moon. Warren Moon should definitely be on that list. He's dang it, the run and shoot is Warren Moon. Here's the thing with this one, man. Okay. Junior Seau.
That's a good one.
Is a dude, and I don't know why I'm getting actually a little emotional right now. That dude to me really epitomized linebacking and just loving the game.
That's a great pick, Jay.
And so for me, it's Junior Seau, and I don't list number one to whatever, but Eric Dickerson is my other dude. Wow, Eric Dickerson. Bo Jackson, yeah.
Herschel, Jerry Rice won, Tom Brady won. We wasn't doing 5 greatest players of all. We was doing top 5 to have never won.
Hey, look, Hirsch, we love you, man. We know
that was an honest mistake, I'm sure.
It's all good. It's all good. Ooh, Ron, you know what? I'm gonna put that on there. Yeah, that's another good one, dude. That's another good one.
But I feel like Ron is named 8.
Ron is named like 15, bro.
I have a Daniel Thomason on mine too, Ron, and I had to take him off because I
Ron just named so many, dude. He's still going.
He's got 5 top 10. He's still going.
Look, we got to get over here.
Hey, yeah, we do have to go.
We got to go.
There's another show coming on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to be respectful of that time. Yo, thank you for joining in. Thank you for being here, Aunt Jay.
Just stay running a little bit in the chat, and we will take it off of ASAP here real quick, man. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in. ASAP Plus, Freddie, Jay, Mike, all you guys, man. Thank y'all again so much for bringing us over and having us on here and letting us do our thing. We're gonna keep it going on the Big Game channel right now for a couple more minutes to get some of this out and hit a little bit more of this chat. But Dan Fouts, goddamn, ASAP, appreciate y'all, man. So, hey.
Peace.
All right. So, hey, we still going. So we still on other 2 networks. We're gonna finish that. ASAP just
Ron, stop it.
Yo, no. Here's what happened. Ron typed into a search engine NFL players to never win a Super Bowl, and he is just rifling them off.
He might be copying.
I get the exact same
James Lofton, you need to stop, Ron. That's sad. James Lofton, that's what you pull out? Are you naming all of the Bills? I feel like you're naming all the Bills.
Well, I mean, they all lost.
Well, this is true, but they aren't like, come on, man.
Frank Wright, I can name some too. Steve Tasker,
Jason Witten.
Me and Ron can go back and forth.
Jason Witten,
Dez Bryant, Dak Prescott, Michael Parsons.
Wait, they're still playing.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, that's funny. That's okay. All right, you know.
Kellen Winslow, senior and junior.
Hey, James Canada.
True. Yes, he should have won a chip. He needs a ring. Tampa Bay, send him a ring.
Hey, that's all goodness. Good, man. Hey, being real too. Hey, Reed, I just sent you the link. Check your email, brother.
Oh my gosh, yo, man, it's always fun, bro. It's always fun. We can get into this.
And since we decided to stay on a little bit longer,
see
if we got my man A Reed on here. Hey, do y'all want to talk about Brian Flores for a second, man? I know we just had. You don't. You
not right now. I want to save it.
You want to laugh some more?
Yeah.
Hey Reed, did you get the?
I agree, Ron. I think J.J. Watt should be on it. He was actually like on my list, and I took him off because I was like,
You're in the hell with J.J. Watt.
Why?
Because
he's so good.
He is. He's so good that steroid use has him with broken and ripped body parts all the time, and he can't finish the season. Hey man, look at it. Most injuries that he has are most common with steroid use. Look it up.
Unproven.
Don't be in your feelings. I said J.J.
I'm
Watt.
I'm not in my feelings. I'm just telling you.
J.J. Watt, if I see you face to face, I ain't gonna say that. But when I get back on the show, I'll be talking again.
Nah, say it to his face. Say it with your chest and say it to his face.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we keep this thing going a little bit. We just brought into the show my man, the musicologist A. Reed, the #1 Cincinnati Bengals fan, a co-host of Move the Chains and the Chop Shop. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
what has happened here? We just let just folks on. What is this?
We just in here kicking it, man. Hey, Smitty might have
barbershop
in a minute, dog. Hey,
see this is Tuesday. This is Shop Talk. This is what Tuesday should be.
This is how it's supposed to be, baby. This is how it's supposed to be. I get ready, baby. Chop
He just walk in and be like, "Hey, what y'all doing? Let me in."
Let me in here, man.
We're about to get a domino game here in a moment.
Rack it up.
Hey,
let's go.
Hey, get the bones out. But before we do that, I'm gonna send out the collection plate.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, Ron.
Hey man, hey, we finna do a spot.
Hey, y'all sitting at the house.
Hold on, A. Reed. We finna do a spot, man. We finna do a spot.
Sitting at the house. Don't hate.
Once we do that, then you can talk all you want to. Go ahead, hit that spot, man.
Go ahead, Jay.
Like the show, buy us a coffee, help us grow. www.buymeacoffee.com/BigGameJames. Look, that allows us to do this, okay? And we can reach out to other people, have them come on and speak on it. So, again, www.buymeacoffee.com/BigGameJames. Hey, we about to get merch out there. How do we get merch? Well, we got to pay for it, and that way we can get it out to you. So, yeah, for real. Yeah, man. Just I don't know. Just congratulations to Who Dey Nation. I tell you that, man.
Yes, man. Yes. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings with that comment earlier.
I know you were, but it's all good. Look, I need you.
I was
to get. Oh, who cares? I want you to go ahead and take care of Ben Affleck. Why can't? That's what I need y'all to do, man. Get your ring. Do the Icky Wood shuffle.
We're going to get this ring, and then we're going to set that old line up like it ain't nothing, and we're going to make sure that we take care of that best asset that we got at Joey B.
I'm saying,
it's all good.
Look, you got the running game.
Yes.
With Mixon and P. Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
You got, obviously, the passing game. If you can kind of protect Joe for a little bit. Here's the thing. I'm scared for Joe. Because that line and Aaron Donald is coming for him. And they're not going to stop. And, you got Jalen Ramsey that's in there. Man.
But the Tennessee defensive line, they kept coming. And they got them 9 sacks. He got right back up and did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, but this
KC was coming after him. He got right back up and did what he was supposed to do.
One thing that Reed and I talked about, man, that no one's really accounted for. My bad, as I get this straight. Man, we talk about Jalen Ramsey being a great cover corner, but other than him and that Rams secondary, who you got? Jamar Chase and Higgins that can get.
I agree.
Who guards who, and the pressure is going to have to be big. And now what we talked about the first down was adjustments, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why Cincinnati is going to do something to make an adjustment to hopefully protect Joe Burrow. Man. If they do that, the Rams secondary is going to be in trouble. If they can keep him upright.
Because here's the thing with Chase was that for the most part he was under wraps, man. KC figured out how to keep him under wraps for most of that game. Like he didn't go off. Higgins is the one that went off.
Exactly.
And to me, that dude is scary to me. He's big, strong. He's not as fast as others, but he's got good speed. He's got good quickness, and he's just open. And so who do you put on him is the real question.
It's a three-headed monster, bro. It's a three-headed monster. Because, you take the focus. You put the focus on Chase.
Yeah.
But you still leave Higgins wide open. You see what I'm saying? But then if you do that with both of them, you still got Boyd right there in the middle. So which one?
Yeah.
It's almost like pick your poison, pretty much.
Yeah. Nah, it's I think when you start really looking at that, man, you start saying, okay, what yeah. I look, I love Higgins, man. I really do. If he had just a little bit more speed, man, that dude is.
But hey, he runs the route tree well. He gets the open spot. He catches the ball.
He does.
Everybody can't be a Blazer, man.
No. I agree.
Ron's old teammate Ricky Perot showed us that back in the day. He was a great possession receiver. And hey, let's go real old. Don Beebe was another one. You know what I'm saying? So like Higgins got that good in between speed that can do what he needs to do to help that team out, man. That's what makes him scary. That we named off 3 that they can go to. That you don't got one Jalen Ramsey. You're going to lock him up on Jamar Chase because that's what he does. He want to stick his chest out. I'm the best man-to-man corner in the league.
Yeah, I mean, look, Steve Largent was another one, bro. I mean, look, it's when you have players like that, it just makes it way more difficult for that defense to guard against. But that means that front 7, because now if you got Higgins and Chase, and if you bring Mixon and Piron out of the backfield, who's guarding them? Now you have to have your backers start guarding these guys. And the truth be told, they can catch out of the backfield. Now all you have is that front 4, and if you can keep him upright for long enough, and Aaron Donald's a beast, but if you can keep him upright, man, that's tough.
The Bengals may have to add another player in the box if they need to. You know what I'm saying? Another tight end in the box, run a different type of set, however they need to do. They'll figure it out. It's one more game, y'all. They've done it the whole season. They figured it out. They'll figure it out one more game, figure out whatever they need to do. Like Big Game said, adjustments. They'll come across with that. And I'm telling you, I'm just saying, one more game and just make all the adjustments that you need to do. Handle your business, and it's over. We can worry about getting that O-line tightened up and this or that in the off season.
Here's the thing that makes Joe so deadly is because he will run it. Like a lot of times, a lot of that swag and that bravado is not just him taking licks for sacks, but it's also him creating with his feet. And then all of a sudden, 3rd and 5, here he ran for about 13 yards, and with that swag, he go first down, and the whole team is like, "Oh yeah, we can get with that." You know what I mean? So
I don't know if it's going to be by 3.
It's not just the arm, it's not just the reads, but it's his willingness to compete.
Yeah, Hirsch, I don't know if it's going to be by 3, but I mean, I think that here's the thing that separates, I believe, the great from the good is that you can win by 15 or you can win by 3. And Cincinnati has proven that they can win by 15 and they can win by 3. And to me, that's the thing that LA really hasn't done yet. They did it last game based on that defense. But Cincinnati has proven that, to me, their X factor is their OC and their DC being able to make adjustments at halftime and in game.
That's an X factor. That is an X factor. But I'm gonna drop
the X factor.
I'm gonna drop this to y'all too. And this is one aspect that a lot of people are not saying. It's a reason why you draft a good ass kicker. It's a reason why you draft you a good kicker. Okay, this boy is a rookie. Rookie. And he is kicking 50-yard field goals.
Well,
like they're 20-yard field goals.
He's a young bull. You
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
5th round pick. 5th, 6th round pick.
But you don't draft him in the first round like the Raiders. The Raiders draft like first round.
Sebastian Janikowski was solid enough to be a first round pick, though. Don't sleep, dog. Don't the man he like 20 years.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Y'all can't get one kicker. Y'all go get rejects. Vanderjack came to y'all late.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who was the quarterback during that time?
Rich Gannon.
Right.
Right? Or am I tripping? Was it Rich Gannon?
He was one of them.
Thank you for proving
20-year span. Janikowski played for a long time. But there was some hits and there was some misses. I think that's what Jay was alluding to.
That's exactly what I'm alluding
Yeah, what
to.
is he alluding? We've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. I can't elude anymore.
An hour and
Rick
14.
Meyer, what's the boy that got drafted beside Eric Bledsoe? It played for Seattle for a minute.
Russ.
He was a Raider.
Jamarcus
Russell, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the dude.
He didn't. Sebastian Janikowski ain't have nothing to do with him being sorry as hell.
I'm
He's going to the Raiders.
Who was a quarterback when he was playing?
Shit, they had a lot of quarterbacks when he was
That's
playing.
what I'm saying. They had a lot of quarterbacks.
But that's my point. You don't draft a kicker in the first round with your first
That kicker
pick.
got them to the Super Bowl.
No, he didn't.
He was on the team when they lost to Tampa. Shit. Shoot. Man, whatever, dog. Hey, the Four Roses is kicking in right now.
I see Tuck Rule. I see Tuck Rule.
That rule suck.
Well, it is what it is. Tom Brady, thank you, sir. But I mean, look, man, we're definitely gonna have our prediction show next week, and that's gonna be fun. To really kind of chop it up, and we talk about Ben Affleck and Joe Burrow and all those guys, and I'm sure the Who Dey Nation will be in full effect, because I've gotten too many texts and phone calls from people I didn't even know lived in Cincinnati, knew somebody from Cincinnati, had a third cousin from Cincinnati, and now all of a sudden, all they do is wear orange and black.
This is the
I like
year.
The theme song.
This is the year.
You like the what? The end song.
I like the theme song, from the 70s, the sitcom.
I need you to stop.
WKRP in Cincinnati?
That's it.
Damn, you went back, player.
Yo, but that's a lit. Yo, they need to bring theme songs back.
Look, Ron, I'm telling you, everybody.
Ron, your girlfriend is a good lady, man.
Man, look, I'm telling you, all these, all these people, eating that old Skyline chili and all that, and it's just crazy.
You just mad because y'all at the house, bro. That's all it is.
No,
if Cowboys fans was in the Super Bowl, I swear to God, y'all be the most annoying people on earth right now. I know y'all.
You're correct.
Y'all be the most annoying people. Okay,
look,
so just let it
between the Cowboys
that didn't have this is 31 years on pass on the prime, bro. Let these guys have a moment, bro. Let Cincy have a moment.
I'm so happy since he is
win
there.
This thing.
Okay?
It's all over, man.
I'm happy since he's there because all the Chiefs fans, you should see their faces. It's like they're chewing on lemons. You know what I'm saying? There's a Chiefs fan next to me, and even today, I just don't see how they lost. Are you really? Did you watch the game? Did you see what happened? Like that's what they're talking about, man. It's just they can't believe it. They cannot believe they lost, but they did. And I don't know, maybe they won't go back. Maybe they won't ever go back because they have cap issues and they have a bad, sucky defense. And I don't know. Maybe Reed maybe his time is up.
The window is closing.
It's he can't have too many more ribs, man. I need that brother to get on somebody treadmill. Like I need that for him.
It's closing, Tom. I don't know what they.
I need him to get on a treadmill. I need him to get on Gnome or WWW or something. Wyndham something, but soda something.
All right. Well, hey, guys, girls, everybody, just so y'all know, man, we want to thank y'all because we could be here for a whole nother hour.
We sure can, but we're not.
This is what Chop Shop is going to be about.
Can't wait.
We're going to find out hot sports topic. We're going to bring people in. Want y'all to tune in, interact in the chat, give us your questions. We'll post some stuff on Facebook and Twitter prior to. And if y'all got some topics y'all want us to hit on, it's that sports topic that's not necessarily going to be on ESPN, but be on the mind of the sports fan. That's what we're going to hit you with. So, hey, for my man, A. Reed, Aunt Jay, Jay Stoggs, I'm Big Game James. This is Big Game Sports Buzz. We appreciate y'all for coming. We out.
Dope. It's a dope move by Speed.
Yeah. big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, any play with